Welcome back to the channel. It's Friday. It's time for me to hopefully spend some of y'all's money. This is my what to buy on eBay video. We've got the vintage collection, some loose graded vintage figures, some mint on card vintage figures, and a few comic books just to sprinkle it in there to keep you guys on your toes. As always, in the video description, there will be eBay affiliate links that you can use to bid. If you place a low bid and then try to come back and win it later, it does help out the channel, or make an offer or buy it now. All of those options are available for a lot of these items that I'm covering. So thank you to those of you that use the eBay affiliate links in the video description. All right, we got a pretty good assortment here. It's a pretty wide assortment. We're going to start off with the vintage collection. Power Droid, who's always a trusted seller for having case fresh TVC 1.0. And I think just yesterday in my vintage collection market update, we talked about an unpunched shock trooper that sold for, I think, $175, which I told you guys was too high, and try to stick closer to $100 to $110. Well, sure enough, he does have one that's unpunched VC 110 shock trooper, and it's listed for $110 with $6 shipping. So if that's one you're looking for, that one looks super mint. And he doesn't always include a lot of photos, but I've heard from a number of folks who watch the channel who have bought from Power Droid. I've bought from Power Droid myself, and the items are always in really great shape, and they come in a star case. So Shock Trooper is one. Here's the big one. This is an offerless Revenge of the Jedi VC64 Slave Leia. So this is from the SDCC Death Star box set. So, and it's listed for $270. There's 26 watchers on it. Really surprised that one hasn't sold, since we've definitely seen sales prices for the offerless Revenge Slave Leia for higher than that. I thought that was a pretty good price. They also have the Revenge of the Jedi offerless R2-D2, another one from the SDCC box set, and that one's actually below market value. That one is listed for $60. I did receive an offer for $50, so 17% off of that. So you can, if you haven't gotten that offer, you can send him a message and say, hey, Action Figure Grader covered your items. If you can send me that offer for $50, I'll take it. We've seen that usually closer to $80. So I thought that was a pretty good price. Ayla Secura, we just had Amy Allen who's the actress who plays Ayla Secura. She was at ICCC this year. I know a couple of you got her autographed on a few items. So this is a perfect one to get her to sign. She's got a really cool signature. But if you are attending a different convention, maybe somewhere else this year, this would be a good candidate for that. This one's listed for $80. It's got 7 watchers on it as well. So Power Droid's got some other items listed. I just picked out the ones that I thought were particularly good prices relative to where they usually sell on eBay. A few comic books, they're all at auction from a seller named New World Order Comics. I've bought from this seller several times. Very trusted seller. And he's got a few heaters that are for sale. CGC 9.8 for Transformers #1. Obviously, this is the origin and first comic book appearance of the Autobots and Decepticons. Really good book. This one ends Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And this one, the fair market value for this book is around $1,100. So this one is at $255 right now. And pretty good book to have. I already got one in my collection. X-Men #133 in a direct edition in a CGC 9.8. This one's at $300 and ends Monday. The fair market value is like $800 or $900. I didn't look it up on Go Collect, but this is the first solo comic book cover for Wolverine, and I think the first solo story. And great book as well. This is from 1980. And just an awesome book that I love having in my collection. And again, that one ends Monday. They also have another Wolverine kind of cover. This is the first appearance of Mr. Sinister in comics, X-Men #221 in a CGC 9.8 direct edition. This one's really come back down to earth a little bit after, bouncing up because of that X-Men animated series on Disney+. But this is a really great cover, and is at $57 in Sunday. And then Wolverine Limited Series #1. Obviously, this is the first solo Wolverine comic series. and just a great Frank Miller cover. It's one I still want to get in my collection, but this is a 9.8. It's at $241.50 right now. I'm guessing it's probably going to end around $600 or $700, somewhere in that ballpark. Okay, on to the vintage Kenner stuff. We've got some heaters here. This is an interesting one from another seller that we've covered many times, LM Lane 3. I bought from this seller. He's got a degraded Cape squid head that's at auction. It ends Sunday evening, but look at the cape color. This is kind of a unique color. I mean, he lists it as light orange cape. It almost looks yellow to me. So I think that's a really cool cape color. There's a number of you that actually collect different shades of the squid head cape, and I just thought that color was so unique. I've never seen one so uniformly yellow looking. And again, that one in Sunday. Don't go crazy on it. I mean, don't spend like $200 on it, but I would expect this one to go for, I don't know, 75 or 80 bucks at least. It's not perfect by any means, but it's just a cool cape color that I had never seen before for squid head. Same seller also has a made in Mexico Lily Letty Yoda mint on card. So these were made in Mexico for the U.S. market and contain Lily Letty figures and sign. This is obviously a really desirable clear blister item made for the U.S. market. The card is not perfect, probably about a 75 grade overall, but it's still a made in Mexico Lily Letty Yoda and a very desirable item. It's already at $255. It just got listed last night, and that one ends Sunday at 7:10 Eastern time. Next up, same seller also has an AFA 80 Bespin security guard on the 77 back A with the coin offer, and it's also a clear blister, which is tough to find on 77 backs. Cards 80, blister 75, figure 80, unpunched example with a price sticker in the upper right, but pretty unique item because of the clear blister. High grade. That one's at $22.50, and that one also ends Sunday. Here is a Lily Letty Bouche. This one is AFA 80, and you know, it's listed at $255. I did receive an offer, as you can see here, for $225. That's getting to be pretty close to ungraded prices. I see them pretty regularly sell on Facebook for around that price, $225 ungraded. So here's one that's already AFA graded, and you know, that offer I received yesterday, so I thought I would include this one on here. It's got an archival AFA case. It is an older case, but it's an AFA 80 at, you know, again, this is probably a good one to just reach out and say, hey, I saw that you were willing to take $225 for it. Well, you send me the offer. But that one's a pretty nice looking figure there. We also have an archival case AFA 85 Hoth Snowtrooper at auction. That one's at $58 right now. It's the Hong Kong COO with the Univisor, and that one ends Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern time. And here's another one that I sent out to my Patreon supporters in a Buy It Now alert. I'm a little surprised it hasn't sold yet, but this is in Canada, but it is a UKG 80% 32 back A Han Solo in his Hoth gear. So card 75, blister 85, figure 85, and it's a clear blister with the Lionel price sticker. And he wants $497 US for it plus shipping. It works out to about $530. Pretty nice price for a clear blister early Han Solo Hoth on the ESB card back there. And same seller also has a CAS 75 21 back A Power Droid clear blister. It is punched, but it has several price stickers, but it is an early Power Droid, and it's listed for $548 US plus shipping. Next up, this one appears to be relisted probably for a non-paying eBay buyer, but this seller's had a number of really nice high-grade tri-logos at auction, and this is the Nikto with blister support, and it's a CAS 85 for Nikto on the tri-logo. That one's at $207.50 and ends Saturday evening at 7:16 Eastern time. Now we're getting into some pretty hot items here, and I've got a couple at the end that are going to blow your mind, including an orange-haired Luke farm boy that is graded. Here is a 12 back C Sand People AFA 80 that's at auction in the UK. The current bid is 115 pounds and ends Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Same seller also has this one. Now, Adam T., who is a Patreon supporter, sent this one to me. and it's a very a card back variation for Boss that I don't have, but I'm not going to bid on it. I was really tempted to because I do really want a Revenge of the Jedi Boss, but I want somebody else to buy this so I don't buy it myself. I'm really trying to not spend any more money this year. So this is a 48 back B, not the C. It's got the sticker on the back for the Admiral Akbar offer. It's unpunched, clear blister, AFA 80. This is a really tough variation to find for Boss. Believe me, I know. And if I had any sense, I'd probably bid on it myself, but I need to take a break. I've gotten plenty of items this year, and this one is a beauty. So somebody's got to get a really good deal on it, I hope. This one is at 245 pounds right now, and also in Sunday at 1 p.m. But that is a beautiful 48B Boss clear blister AFA 80. Same seller also has a 77 back A Leia combat poncho. It is a yellowed blister, but it's AFA 85, unpunched, no price sticker, and it's also the Kenner Canada version. So you can see right here, it's got the French language on the back. So foreign card back, very high grade. It is yellowed blister, but that's a really nice example. That one's at 42 pounds and also in Sunday. Here is another one that I wanted to show. This one is in Canada as well. This is a 77 back A R2D2 sensor scope, but it's a clear blister. AFA 80, unpunched, no price sticker. The starting bid is $365 US. I think it's actually worth probably 500-ish at least. I mean, it is an AFA 80 clear blister, and that's a really nice example. Tough to get the 77 back A's for any character in a clear blister, but I thought that was worth showing as well. Next up is a Power of the Force, Luke Skywalker in his Stormtrooper disguise, AFA 80 plus, unpunched, no price sticker. So that one is going to go for a lot of money. It's at $630 right now and ends Sunday at 11:10 p.m. Eastern Time. 58 watchers on that one. So that one's going to go for big money, but that one is a beauty as well. And then finally, to round things out, this one got listed the other day, and it's a CAS 80 plus orange-haired Luke farm boy. And the orange-haired Luke is easily the most difficult one to find. Very, very expensive figure. And it's graded CAS 80 plus, graded in 2021, orange-haired Luke. So that one is a beauty. And it's listed for $2,700 with a make an offer. I've seen AFA 85s approach $5,000 before, so I don't think this one's priced poorly at all. AFA 85s probably have come back down a little bit to in the threes, $3,500 to $3,800. That would be my best guess as to what one of those would sell for right now for an AFA 85. So this is a CAS 80 plus listed for $2,700 with a make an offer. To me, that's a screaming buy. I'm surprised this one hasn't sold yet. So there's 6 watchers on that one, and you can make an offer if you're interested on that. It's 100% positive feedback from the seller. Anyway, I hope you found something useful or something that you really want to bid on if there's an auction going on. As always, thank you for those of you that use the eBay affiliate links in the video description. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll be back soon.